Hey guys, Troy Eckenrode with Shoot Center in Cape Coral, Florida.
John Shore.
Today we're going to be talking about probably one of our favorite accessories for handguns, and that is the Surefire X300 Ultra. All right, so this is a weapon-mounted light. We have a couple different variants out here. We're going to kind of go through them and talk about likes, dislikes, all that fun stuff. So stay tuned. Let's get into this. All right, guys, so John and I both run weapon lights on our handguns for a majority of the time for a lot of different reasons. There are times when I don't run one, but we'll get more into that later on. But, you know, these are probably one of the staples for weapon lights.
Yep.
Yeah, weapon lights. The X300 series has probably been around for, I don't know.
Over 20 years.
Well, the
Around
X series,
20, right?
The X300 series, probably about 5 or 6 years now. It started with the X300A, which is what I'm holding right here. This is the original model. You know, very easy, literally pull down the tab, slide right on. This is a 600 lumen flashlight, so it's not the best lumens, but at the time when this was developed, fantastic. It runs off of CR123 batteries, so it's a fantastic light on its own.
Expensive batteries, though.
They can be, but not anymore. The prices come down a lot since back then, right? Now you can get like a 24 pack for like 36 bucks. So it's not bad,
yeah.
Right? Then we come up, generation change, they came out with the B model. John's got the B model here. Why don't you take that away and kind of talk about the differences?
All right, so with the X300 UB model, it's the new one is 1,000 lumens. It has, instead of the rail clamp, the rail, I guess you would call it the slider.
Yeah.
It has a clamp where you tighten up the bolt on one side and it clamps onto the rail. Now, I know some people don't like this because they say it doesn't hold on tight enough. It does hold on tight enough to the rail. It just depends on, I guess, the tolerances of the rail itself. So like STI, they recommend that you use the UB instead of the UA.
Oh, okay.
So, but I use the UA because I don't have any issues getting it on.
Yeah.
So it's, like I said, it's also personal preference. Plus all my holsters are set up for the UA.
Yeah, and that's another thing to think about, right? Especially like with your concealed carry guns, if you've got the UA model, the UB might not fit because it's kind of a different footprint, right? You got a big old little knob. Yeah. Now they did come out with the UA model again with 1,000 lumens, pretty good candela as well. That's what I've got running on my 34 here. I think, John, is that what you're running?
Same thing, just in flat darker.
Yeah, so they do make them in black and FDE, and they're really good lights, really well versed. Now switchology, right? That's also something to think about, is how these actually work. They are not necessarily the best out there. You know, probably my favorite would be like the TLR series and how they actually activate. But if I'm gonna get a light on, I'm probably gonna be hitting it on anyway, so it's not too bad.
I actually like the momentary on this. Instead of flipping the switches up and down or whatnot, you just press inwards.
Yeah, so literally on your switches, you just press inward and it will turn on, right, your momentary. For a constant, you either roll it up, down, or up depending upon your hand, right? It is ambidextrous, so both right and left-handed shooters can use it, and it works just the same no matter what, and so it works really, really well there. Now, one thing you always have to think about is depending upon your length of barrel, you might get a light that turns black, right? So this light, as you can pretty well tell, this has been running on either a 19 or a 17 for about 4 or 5 years now, and there's some good carbon built up on it. As far as this powder burn up here, not a big issue. But to clean the lenses, right, John might have his own little tricks, I do too.
What's your trick?
My trick, literally, I take a pencil eraser, dab it in some water just to get the tip wet of that, and then I just use some elbow grease and scrub the lens, and it actually erases pretty well. And the reason being, guess what? This is carbon. What is pencil? Carbon. Yeah, so it works really well for me, plus I'm not scratching the lenses. What's your method for cleaning them?
Look, I just put a little bit of oil on there and take a rag, a warm rag, and just... But I've also tried, I don't recommend this, steel wool. Yeah,
steel wool will work. I'm not a fan of it because it will scratch the living daylights out of your thing.
But I think it's a certain, almost like grit of sandpaper.
Yeah.
If you get a certain one, a really fine one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Okay,
Yep.
all right. Yeah, this one's got to get cleaned. As you can plainly see, it's filthy.
I got steel wool.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm going to use my pencil eraser.
Trust me.
I don't trust you for a lot of things there, Jono. Fair enough, fair enough. We got some video of us shooting this in low light, guys, so take a look at that, and you know, you can see how we switch these, how we work them. As far as manipulations, we'll do a whole separate video on that. There's some different techniques on how to use them, but guys, check them out. If you're ever in our classes, especially our low light class, and want to run either one of these models, his guns, my guns, we'll be more than happy to lend them out to you guys. But check them out. Check us out in store for them, also online at shootcenter.com. Subscribe for more videos. Check us out on Instagram. Guys, have a good one. See you on the range. Troy?
John?
Signing out.